All right. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. We are going to do something really fun tonight. I have Roanna with me, and Roanna, I realize we're breaking a lot of comfort zone this week, and I like it. Like it was a two for one deal this week. We're breaking all barriers, actually a lot because convention and everything. That's going to be fun. Okay. Anyway, so she's going to share a little bit about because I've just seen her consistently using reels on Instagram. I've seen her consistently um, making content that even sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so good. Like, I want to take it. You have the same hat on. Of course you do. I was going to ask you earlier too. Did we get the same nail polish? But we didn't. I saw your post. So I wanted to really bring her on because I know you guys always hear it from me. So it's like validation in this business. Like you hear it from me. And some people may look at me and go, I can't do what she does. So I really wanted to bring someone on that's really taking the advice from not just me, but from everyone. And she went to the mastermind in January. So she had the real opportunity to touch it, see it, feel it, so that she could start doing it. And I remember just watching Roanna just come out of this big shell at that mastermind and then watching her do all the stuff on Reels now is really fun. So she's going to give you guys some of her really good tips that I think will help you. Now, if you're sitting here and like maybe like Rachel and you're pretty new and you're like, I don't even really know what the heck Reel is, on our YouTube channel, and I'll drop that in the comments when Roanna starts talking, but on our YouTube channel, we have a literal one that I did a couple months ago, beginner reels. So it's going to take you all the way through like how to make it, what it is, all that kind of stuff. So this kind of will be like, we're giving you the middle portion of it, but if you need to start back to the beginning, and even if you need a refresher, that video is there. So I'll drop that in the comments to you, but I'm going to pass it to Roanna, and then we're going to go over the 30 days I have set up for you after that. So, stay tuned, get some notes out if you want, or take some notes if you want. So let me, Carol and JoJo, stop it. All you guys traveling, having so much fun. I'm getting FOMO. You're on a plane. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Roanna.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. Because I'm in the country and I don't know sometimes. Anyways, so I really ripped off the Band-Aid after the mastermind retreat. What's been working for me? Look, you guys, I don't wear makeup. I don't do my hair. I work at home. I live in the country. I on the weekends is when I do my hair and I make my makeup. So really Saturdays and Sundays I batch. During the week when I'm viewing like the reels on Instagram, I'm constantly sending them to my accountability partner, which is Katie. I mean, I even asked her, I said, I hope I'm not waking you up because I'm 3 hours behind you. She's like, no. So I send everything that I like, the things that are trending, any easy ones, because, I start out easy because a whole like 2 or 3 lines, like I'm not there yet. Just be honest. I'm like the one-liners. And I'm practicing it just over and over, using filters. My husband helps me a lot. Like he's like, here, let me try that. I'm like, dude, you got it on the first try, okay? I'm like, over here 10 tries. So it's just like trying and practicing and doing the work ahead of time, finding the ones that you want to do, and then go back into and find, pull the music, and having fun with it, right? The other one that I just did the other night was spontaneous. I was viewing them and my son walks in and I'm like, dude, let's do this. And he's like, okay. We got it on the second try. And I told Katie, I said, I've been laughing at myself for like 20 minutes, okay? Like 20 minutes every day. I think it was hilarious. I put on slow-mo because I thought I saw a tip on that on doing slow-mo. And then I was like, oh my God. He was like, delete it, mom. I was like, heck no, this one's good. um, But I try to also share my life. Like I live in Oregon. The country, it's beautiful here. I love my dogs. My son keeps me crazy busy with baseball. And then I also feed in the business too. Um, and it- I can't say necessarily because I've really been consistent with it since the end of January. I'm not seeing a lot of followers, but remember you guys that like Jessica had put in that post, you're building your business, right? Can take 2, 3, 4 years to build the business to get where we want to be. So I just say like rip off that band-aid and just start doing it and start having fun. Don't overthink it and just do it.
Thank you. I love what
You're
you said,
welcome.
accountability partners. And so if you're like, what is Rowena talking about? Our recommendation is find somebody. Like I use Haas just because we don't talk on Instagram ever. So whatever I find that's like, ooh, that's funny. Like, especially most of us, I don't know, maybe most of us, I'm speaking for myself. I get in bed and like, I just scroll, and that's when I find a lot of my content. Obviously, I'm not prepared to film at that time. So what you can do is use the little paper airplane, and maybe your husband, perfect, your son, Rhonda, whoever. If you don't have an accountability partner, send them to me. We just won't talk on Instagram so that you can have. And a lot of the times what happens is when your accountability partner is sending you, and Katie and Rowena can probably attest to this, when they send you something, you're like, ooh, I'm doing that too. Or like I'll see one, I saw one yesterday and I sent it to Jess. I'm like, this makes me think of you. You should do this one. That way you are helping each other feed into your content. And remember, like these 30 that I'm going to share with you guys, I've done a lot of these. I know Jess has. I've seen Kristen do a few of these sounds. It doesn't matter if you do the exact same thing we're doing with the exact same captions and hashtags. We all have, all of us on this entire team have different audiences that we're portraying to. All of us do. And Rowena and I, when we talked earlier, she was like, I haven't seen a lot from this yet. Like, do you want me to share that? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. Because this is a process. And I saw a really cool TikTok by Ray Higdon. He talked about people need to talk more about the fact that success might take some time sometimes, and everybody wants it right now. And I loved it because I was like, so true. And I'm sometimes like get so worked up in the right now too, that not realizing I've been doing this 6 years. I've been consistent Facebook Live for like 4. I've done like 7 to 14 days in a row, 3 or 4 times this year alone. But that was all built up over time, right? Then there's people that are just joining the business, like Rowena and Rachel, who have never clicked that button, but they're like, oh, I'm going to do it like 1 or 2 times just to get myself comfortable. That's the start of it. That's the growth of it. And so if you don't have an accountability partner, like I said, use anybody on this team that you don't really chat often with, especially if it's Instagram. And remember too, like I talked about this morning, if you are, especially like, to be honest with you, I think if you take this business seriously, and I feel like I'm speaking to those people, if you take this business seriously, you should be at least on more than Facebook or just more than Instagram. You should be at least on 2 platforms. Should be trying to expand your audience in a different way. I'm just being honest with you there, because that way what you can do is take your Instagram reel, and maybe you have more friends on Facebook or more followers on Facebook, and then you're going to post it there as well. Maybe you are just starting to build up your TikTok, you're going to post it there as well. And so you're hitting 3 audiences at one time with one piece of content. Okay. That way too, you're not always feeling like, well, I don't know what I'm going to put on everything. And sometimes I'll put like certain stuff on TikTok that I wouldn't put on my Instagram. Just be honest with you, because I feel like TikTok's wild, y'all. I don't know, just wild. You can do anything on there. No one cares, but they do at the same time. So just my little tidbit, utilize your content. Stop making your life hard. Use it as I'm going to make my life easier. And right now, okay, in this very moment, if you're like, I've never posted on TikTok or I've never posted a reel on Facebook, when we get off here, go to your Instagram, save all of your reels. All you have to do is click that 3 button, save to camera roll, and go repost it. The same people following you on Facebook and TikTok are probably not following you on Instagram. So they're not going to know that. Like Mandy, I think of, she did a bunch of food videos on Instagram. She could easily save all those, post them all to TikTok tonight. It doesn't matter. Content's always growing. Everything's always growing. Audience, followers, always growing. So I'm gonna try to screen share with you guys, and I'm gonna start by sharing the link. If you're trigger happy and you like to click stuff, you can click this and just let me know that it works. If I was on the other end, I'd be clicking it already, okay? And let me tell you guys, when I do this stuff, I literally do it because I know it's gonna help. But I also do it because I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this for people. Why isn't this working? Well, you're gonna see my everything. Do you see my everything right now? There's a screen in the middle. I enjoy making people's lives easier, especially when it comes to stuff like this. What do you guys see right now? Can someone unmute and tell me what you see?
I see a whole bunch of Instagram links.
Okay. There's a green screen on the front of mine, so hang on one second. It's like do you guys see a small green screen in the middle?
I didn't see
No.
anything green.
Okay. Let me
Nothing green. All we see is the whole Zoom picture and the chat.
Okay, sorry guys, hang on.
That's okay. And Sydney, when you're done, can you make sure that that the Google Docs that you put in the chat, can you put that in the Hustle and Grow?
Yes, I was just gonna launch them to you guys first, and I'll probably put
Okay.
it in the page.
Okay.
Watch what happens.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna mute.
You're so welcome. See that?
Okay, give me that.
Do you guys?
Now that is that's a bunch of like websites.
Okay, there's just a small green screen on mine, and it's like right in the center.
Give me a sec.
Of course, this what happened to me.
The tech guy's here.
Hi,
know.
I'm your tech support.
Yes, join. Try basic. Go back and click basic.
Meet my Thriveapalooza
No.
team.
Is it-
I know, I
what
love
is-
you
what is
guys.
this right here? Is
Click
this Chrome?
desktop one. Yeah, just desktop one is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It looks so yucky right now. Why did you do that?
There we go. Okay, now you can still see the screen.
Yeah, it's if you're sharing now.
You can see that though?
Is it a whole bunch of links numbered?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've made that very large. Okay, perfect. There was like a small green rectangle right in the center of the screen, so I couldn't see anything. So it's really weird. I don't know what happened there. So sorry about that. But okay, here we go. I've got all this stuff and I'm really excited about this, okay? Because I've set it up so that, and I'm gonna explain it to you, but it's 30 days. So I know like Rebecca, I know she's traveling right now, but she messaged me and she's like, I'd love to do like 30 days of real ideas and really just build more content. And I think like the more you're being seen, the more opportunity and the more exposure you're giving to the business and to Thrive and to yourself. Like, I think it's so important too, amongst Thrive and its incredibility and our company's amazingness, you really are branding yourself because people want to buy stuff from people that they know are going to take care of them. So what I have here is the reel. So when you see real idea, that's my basically what I think you should put in there. Now, I want you to remember, you take this and make it your own. If you're not a hey girl and you see something like that in one of the real ideas, don't use that. Or maybe in some of the reels, you'll be like, oh, actually, I think this would work better for me and for what I'm trying to do. Take it and do that. Y'all know that I'm very business oriented. So a lot of this is going to lead with the business, which I think is extremely important right now. All of us, and like, Jess was talking on Monday, we have such a huge opportunity in our hands with this Mania bonus. I mean, we do all the time, to be honest with you, but with April and the double QV and the Mania, we should all be leading with business because it's something that's you're 100% all in, because we have a lot to offer to people right now. So a lot of these will go with the business. A couple of them I gave you the opportunity to go product driven if you want to. But one of the things that you're going to see here is bubble suggestions. And like when you see that, those are the things that Roanna was talking about. So bubble suggestions like will be when the words come in, okay? And I just put in the chat, you should be able to see it, I hope so, but I put the real beginner link to the YouTube that I did about a couple months ago about just basic real stuff. So that's where you can learn to do the bubble as well. Most of them are pretty basic, okay? I tried to make it so that if you were brand new or if you had a brand new promoter joining, they would be able to figure this out without having to really ask you. But some of them do have like a second bubble idea. that I would, now it says participants can see your screen. No, duh. Okay, so some of them will have that second bubble though, where you can create a second bubble. Now, some of them will have like nothing on them at all, okay? Like you'll see number 7 says use a video of you using Thrive, taking your capsules, mixing your mix, or applying your DFT. Here's one of my top tips, okay? And don't get overwhelmed by this. Just when you get to that point, because just how Rowanna's saying, like she's not there yet. I totally understand. Sometimes what I will do is see how like the captions are available on your Instagram stories, and you can like have them captioned out to what you're saying. If I'm doing a reel such as number 7, and let's just click on it, okay? And so what I've tried to really do too is make this very easy for you to be able to just click. Did you guys see how I just clicked on the link? Like once you bring it up, it should be clickable inside the Google Doc. If it's not, or if you're having an issue, you can just copy and paste that to a separate Google browser or Safari, whatever you use. So like for this one, for example, so if you want, like on that one, I have nothing there. So I said, just use a video of you using your Thrive, taking your capsules, mixing up your mix, putting on your patch. If you want, you could use the sound of the song inside your bubble. You'll probably see me do that on a lot of them. I only do that because a lot of people, including myself, especially like when I'm trying to put Zane to sleep and I like turn over and I'm really checking out reels, I can't listen to the music, or else he comes and he's like, what are you looking at? So I love when people put like what they're saying in the caption, okay? And think about people maybe that they're deaf or something and they can't hear that anyway, you would need to put in the caption. So don't overwhelm yourself with that. But if you're somebody that wants to start getting a little bit more, like using a little bit more, I love the words coming on and off the screen too. I think it's a really good marketing feature that makes people, like I'll watch one, especially if it's bouncing on and off, because I can never catch what's going on. And so I'm like, crap, I gotta watch it again. Crap, I gotta watch it again. And then I'm like, oh, okay, right? So there are some that'll be like that. I really want you guys to just do what's comfortable for you. Like when I got off the Zoom this morning and I saw how many people put engagement posts, I was like, oh my God, it was like a warmth in my heart. I get so excited like when people take action, because I know what's going to come fruition. That didn't really make sense. From you taking action, okay? And like, that's why when I tell people, when you're feeling anxiety about your business, when you're feeling overwhelmed with social media, the best advice I can give you is to just take action. Because then you feel better about it. You're doing something instead of just going, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Just do something, right? Like Rowanna said, rip the Band-Aid, rip the DFT off. That's what we should have said, rip the DFT off, not until bedtime. So like, this is my favorite one, and there is no order, okay? So if you wanted to start at number 30, you could very well do that. There's no order. There was really no rhyme or reason to anything. It was kind of just as I was setting up the Google Doc. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this was like a 4-hour process, I was just like, I'll let people. So maybe in your own time, you'll go over stuff on your own. The first one is the only one I will say, hop on this fast. Because the way I set up this reel idea and the bubble, it would only make sense for you to do it in the beginning of April, because it will have something to do with April Mania. So for example, reel idea, okay? Oh, that should have said bubble. Also, please remember, I'm not a perfect human, and I definitely drank too much Activate when I did this. So if you find spelling errors and stuff like that, I'm really sorry. It wasn't me. It was someone else. No, I'm just kidding. It was me. So like this one, for example, bubble, and anything in like quotations too is me basically saying bubble. If I didn't already, it should be like you saying something, right? So I've got this first one. I really liked this one. I laugh at my own jokes sometimes.
God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait. Everybody calm down.
Okay, so then I put on the bubble for that when your company launches rank bonuses. So some of these too, like, for example, there's one about coffee. If you don't like swear words or like, you know, things like that, again, you don't have to do all of these. Do the ones you feel really comfortable doing. I chose most of these because they were trending reels or ideas or like songs, or it was like that one that I was just like, oh my gosh, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, what's the procedure? Everybody stay calm. I'm like, that's perfect. That was all of us when they launched April Mania again, right? I remember we were all together in the beach house. Well, kind of remember, but we were all in the beach house and we were like, again, here we go, like how fun. So then there's one I just saw that I wanted to talk about too. So then the real ideas itself is just my opinion on things you could use. Again, like use a video of you working out, working your business, or transformation photos. This is why too, like when I was talking this morning on the Zoom about remembering to build more and more content, very simple things. Like I do a lot of reels with like sounds, and this one's a perfect example I'll show you. But if you, for example, take your phone, my phone's plugged in here. A lot of the times when I'm working, I'll be so like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can agree with this. I'll be so caught up in the day. It's like 4 o'clock and I haven't done a story yet. And I'm like, oh crap. So I'll sit my phone on video, place it on the top of my desk, and I will continue working. And then I'll have like a 30-second video of me working on my computer, right? And so you could take it and put it in with something like this.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different and you must be kidding. You never.
Okay, so like really small songs like that, where that's why I said you can do something if you're working out, but maybe you don't work out, which is not a problem, I get it. Working your business, which maybe you don't know, I'm just kidding, you better work your business. Or maybe transformation photos, you can add in transformation photos. But again, maybe you're like, I could use something else with that. It's all just opinionated, right? Some of these, like if you've done them already, remember, there's nothing wrong with doing the same sound twice. You might get a different, I do the same sound, I'll use it, but I'll maybe have a different idea for the bubble and reuse the reel with a new bubble, okay? One of these, this one made me laugh. I felt like this one was perfect for us.
Bro, you're actually funny. I knew that. A lot of people know that.
So I've got on there, bro, your products actually work. A lot of people know that. And you'll be able to see, right, with the bubbles when you add in the words. And again, if that's like, I don't really know yet, click on that real video from our YouTube channel. That will lay it all out for you. And if you watch that and it still doesn't make sense to you, feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind helping. Okay, so this one, 16's got 4 bubbles. So if you wanted to, and that's too much for you, you could put those all into one bubble. It's perfectly fine. I don't want anybody to be struck in fear and not take action because they don't know what to do or they don't know how to do it. Or you could take this and make it something else. Like I think this is, you could easily number something 1, 2, 3, 4 and just have it go up one time. Like try to make it as easy on yourself as possible so that you're not feeling overwhelmed with doing it. And one thing too, I loved what Roanna said about really making it you and bringing in your life and stuff. A lot of these are product driven, business driven reels. And that's kind of the route I wanted to take. Number 17 doesn't have a bubble, but let's say, for example, you wanted to put more things about like your life. And like, I think of Rachel, she's a dog mom. Maybe she wants to do ones. I'm telling you, dogs run the internet. Jessica will tell you her dogs are like the most popular thing on the internet. Feel free, like if something makes you think of, oh, maybe I should put in a life one here or there, that's fine. I really just wanted to drive home the business this month because we have so many incredible things going on. Also, don't limit yourself. You know what I mean? Try to do one a day, but if you're still like, oh, well, I'm going to make another post or something, don't feel like you can't do that. I would say try to start doing the reels. And reminder, if you have a business account set up on Instagram, this is just for Instagram, it will show you when you have the most people on the app that you follow. Like, so for me, it's not good for me to post at like 9 a.m. No one sees it. If I post at 3, I get like 1,000 views in 5 minutes. So I realized I have to wait every single day and post until like, I can post other stuff, but my reels need to be done like 3 o'clock and after in order for me to get the engagement that I want to get for them. What is this? Oh man, okay. I got to get you guys a bubble for 17. Apparently I got tired at that point. So then there's some use a video of you and thrive. So a lot of them are going to say use a video of you and thrive, use a video of you using the products. So that's why too, this morning when I was talking about try to start making more content, having more content, take those time lapses of you. Okay. And I think it's so important. I know it's hard for a lot of us, but so important to, I just saw there's a comment section. Sorry. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm gonna put the list, Sharon, I don't know if you asked that a long time ago, sorry. I'll put the list back in here again. And then I'm gonna put it in the Hustle and Grow page. It will do us no good inside the chat because it'll get lost very instantly. So it's gonna go in our team page and you guys can tag your teams in the comments. So one of the things that I think, what was I? Oh, yes. So this weekend, as you are going out and doing things, even tomorrow morning, when you get up and you take your capsules, I love to do a time lapse. I set my phone up on like anything in the kitchen. And as I'm making our lifestyle mix for Zane and I in the morning, I just do a quick time lapse. Y'all have seen me half the time I'm in my robe with the hair up, no makeup on. I totally get that's not for everyone, but maybe when you're putting your DFT on, you're ready to go, do a quick video of you slapping on your DFT, because all of that can be created into content. All of that can be used for the use a video of you and your thrive here, right? Or you and your you using your product, you taking your product. Oh, I love this one.
But I'm okay with it. I am obsessed with it. And I think this is an obsession that doesn't hurt anyone.
I just want to let you guys know I am that person that rewatches my own reels and laughs at them. I laughed way too hard at all of these too. It was fun. Okay, so again, if you are looking and you're like, okay, there's lots of things where I'm going to need content. That's why I'm saying start tomorrow. Start tomorrow or tonight even, a video. You could do a video of us doing this Zoom right now, because you never know when you're going to go, oh, you know what? Like, I love the ones that Gary Vee quotes where he's like, you got to work your ass off. You got to put in your business. You got to do the work. Like, those are perfect to have a time lapse or a video of the team getting together and doing work together, or you sitting at your laptop or your computer at the couch, just doing some work. I just think it's really important to put yourself in it as much as possible. It gives people that know, like, trust factor when they can see more of you, even if it's just you sitting there and you're not looking. Remember in all these too, you guys don't have to dance. I've never danced in a reel. Actually, I think I did that Sun Goes Down. That's the only dance I've ever done in a reel in my whole life. So don't feel like you have to dance in any of these. Half of them too, if you don't want to, you don't have to lip sync the word. And just like Roanna was sharing, if you start getting comfortable utilizing Instagram, you can use the feature. I know Kristen uses it a lot too. The speed up and the slow down feature of the audio. Okay. And maybe, I feel like Paul, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna do a quick video on the audio features. I can have Kristen help me with it too, actually, while we're in Dallas, and I can have it uploaded to the team page so that you guys can see where it is and how to use it. And then maybe if like her and I get together, I can figure out how to record her showing us exactly how to use it. I'll figure that part out. But the audio features are there to slow down. So like, when you're trying to say the same thing over the person, I know for some people it's like really fast and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't catch up. You can slow him down or her down so that you can match your lips up with it. Okay. There's lots of features available to make it work for you. Again, the bubble ideas, totally just ideas I had that I thought would go with the reel, okay? You can use whatever you want though. This is just, easy things that I wanted to bring on. And obviously these won't be trending forever, but if you have somebody join the business in the next 30 days, this is a huge piece of content that you can easily just say, hey, and especially someone if they know reels already and stuff, I got 30 reel ideas for you. Go ahead, Roanna.
So I have a video from, I think it's Brock Johnson, the guy that's going to be at the Thrivepalooza, and I'll share it into the team chat. He, because I was getting stuck on some of my words with the timer, and he dropped a few good hints and tips. So I'll drop the video in and it talks about that.
Nice. Honestly, that's probably my favorite, I can't really talk tonight. That is my most, I'm looking forward to that the most, okay? Geez, wow, tongue-tied. Brock Johnson, I'm looking forward to him the most. He's incredible. You can follow him on Instagram. That's Shalene Johnson. She used to be a workout person. She does a ton of stuff now though, but he gives free Instagram info every single day, all day, every day. But just to put it into perspective too, he grew, I think in the last year, like 150,000 followers simply from doing a reel every day. Now, obviously he was giving value inside the reels, so that's way different. But just know that the opportunity is there. You'll see some reel ideas. They say you can use the real wording or none at all. So for those, all I meant was,
Hey, you look really good. What's going on? Oh my God, thank you. I showered.
okay, so you can use, like, when I say you can use the real wording, this one that says like my response when friends see me not in running clothes or workout clothes, or you can use those ideas. That's usually when I put that in there. You can use the wording. Where was that one? There you go. You can use the wording reel or none at all. That was just kind of the idea that I ran with because I thought it was funny. That being said, okay, everybody got the link. You were able to click it and look at it, and it came up the same way you're looking at here. Again, I'm going to drop it in the Hustle and Grow page. Thank you, Sharon. Not the chat, because it will just get lost there. It's kind of pointless. Hopefully, I hope this was helpful and not confusing for you. If it was confusing for you, go in the chat afterwards, ask questions. That way, as a whole, we can help you answer. And maybe there's 10 other people that have the exact same question as you. Utilize your upline. I would love to help everybody, but of course I'm going to Dallas this weekend. But no, if you need something, utilize your upline. And then, you know, if they got to come to me, I'm always happy to help, because I want people to just take initiative with this and not feel like it's overwhelming. And I want you to really understand, like I was saying this morning, short videos are not going anywhere. Live videos, they were still not going anywhere. They're still around. So the faster we kind of rip that Band-Aid off, I feel like I'm gonna use that forever now, Rowena. Faster we rip that Band-Aid off, the faster you're just gonna feel more comfortable creating content. And that's when you're gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna do this today. Or like how Rowena was saying, in one whole weekend, you can just batch out content for the rest of the week. Like when we were in Florida, I was using all content that I'd created prior to going there. And that's what it should be for, is to make your life a little bit easier, but then you're still showing up on the platforms and repurposing them. I think that's the biggest takeaway from all of this tonight. If you do take something away, obviously more than just the content, repurpose your content on other platforms. If you're looking, like I'm only thinking of you, Mandy, because I don't know if you have like a TikTok or if you've posted your food reels on Facebook, but you should go back to your Instagram, save all the reels that you've ever done and post them all to Facebook tonight. Post them all on another platform so that you can have your content going on another place. More exposure creates more people asking more questions, creates a bigger audience for you, right? More people are going to see you. They're going to be talking more about what you're doing. So I hope this was helpful for you. I know I kind of talked fast, but that was a lot of content. And what I'll do right now is I'll drop that Google link inside of the Hustle page, and you guys can just tag your teams in the comments. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited to see all of you guys this weekend in Dallas. And again, if you have any questions about any of the reels or the ideas, or if you have a reel that you do out of one of these and you maybe change it up a little bit, please share it with the team. I would love to know what's working best for all of us. And I think, again, we all have different audiences, so don't be scared to be abundant with everyone here. If something works great for you, I'd love for you to share it. So thank you. Yes, you will, Sharon. Awesome, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you next time.